thought it was a clear dive. I'll be honest, I don't like to say that, but the reality is, I thought, firstly, I thought Maddison was excellent today. I think he's a real good player, very talented player. Look, and this happens all over the country, so I'm not gonna vilify one individual, but I felt, as he knocked it past Scott Carson, he left his leg in for contact. For me, there's contact, but if I run up to you and run straight into you and fall over, then of course there's going to be contact. So, but certainly Scott Carson didn't move towards Maddison to entice that contact. So I was disappointed with that first penalty. I had no problem with the second one. I thought it was a clear penalty. I have no problem with the fact I thought Norwich were better than us today, and they moved the ball really well at times and made it difficult for us to press higher. But I think what disappointed me was, with the penalty, was the referee's 25 yards away. He's actually got a real decent view of it. The linesman's 40 yards away. The referee gives a corner straight away, and the linesman suddenly has a miraculous, perfect vision on it. And if you look at his angle, he's straight onto the incident. So there's absolutely no way you can see whether there's contact or not. And that was my disappointment. But hey, listen, I'm not here to bleat about refereeing decisions and stuff like that. I'll be the first one to say that we're very fortunate to keep our unbeaten run going today. You saw a Norwich side with good forward options. I thought at times their forward players caused us problems, more so than a lot of teams have done. And I thought they were very good, but we just looked like we lacked a little bit of energy, a little bit of spark today.
Daniel, with Maddison, what was going on? It seemed to be he was in a bit of an altercation with Gary Rowett as he came off. At the end, there was words exchanged. What was that about?
Thank God my English is not so good, so I didn't know what Gary was saying. No, I think it was quite obviously because there was a bit of argument. So like I mentioned before, it's quite normal when there's a player like James who's able to keep the ball in different situations, is always then in foul situation we concede a lot of free kicks and the penalties and whatever. Yeah, it's a bit annoying sometimes for the opponent that you can't stop him or whatever, and it's after the game it's sometimes a bit emotional or whatever, and then sometimes there's anyhow a bit an argument. I don't know, so Gary will explain what he wants to say, but I don't go too deep with it. I think it's a part of the game and everything's okay.
I did offer one or two words of advice when he came off. Yeah. No, he asked me, show me a clip where I dived. I said I can show you more than one. But no, look, I don't want to. The thing is, look, he's a young, talented player, so I don't want to sit here and make this press conference all about him, because I'm not suggesting that. But the clear fact is, and it would be the same if it was any top player, that I felt he enticed the contact. And there was another time, first half, where the same thing happened. I just felt as though it was too easy to go to ground. But look, that's what it is. It's if it was one of my players, I'd be saying exactly the same thing. So.
Unfortunately, not so much just him, but it's kind of that whole thing's not crept in. It's like it's all over our game.
Well, I think it makes it difficult for the referees, doesn't it? It makes it very difficult for the officials. Yeah, and you get one. You got one recently against Bristol City for us where Cameron Jerome got clearly fouled, and you get the flip side because his arms go up. The referee thinks he's done it and doesn't give it. So. Look, we've been on the wrong end of some of those decisions. We've been on the end of some of those decisions. So I'm not here to complain about it. I'm just telling you what I thought and trying to be honest. That I felt as though, he'd enticed that contact first half, which for me is not something that you need to do when you've got so much ability.